This is a story on how this turned into this. Today's video is going to cover the reality of a chemical burn and what it really means to be on the wrong end of this if you encounter an accident while making soap at home. If you're already a soap maker, then hopefully you've taken the time needed to learn about the safety needed to deal with household chemicals. And if you're wanting to learn how to make your own natural soap at home, you absolutely need to know about what it is that you're working with. Now, this is not meant to scare you in any way, but we're going to bring the reality of an accident in front of your eyes so that you can be sure to prepare yourself with the safety knowledge and how to administer first aid if needed. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you what an injury looks like from a chemical burn and take you through the process of how a chemical burn damages your body over a given amount of time. And then I'm going to direct you to a series of videos that will cover safety and first aid that I've already created for you if you want to learn more about this in detail. Starting off, you really have to understand that an accident is called an accident for a reason. Accidents can happen to anyone, anywhere. And if you make a mistake or you're in the vicinity of someone who makes a mistake, that does not mean that you're stupid. Smart people have accidents, and you need to always remember that whatever happens to someone else can happen to you. And this is why when you begin learning to make soap at home, you'll always hear that wearing eye protection, long sleeves, and gloves are a non-negotiable. Even when you think you can whip up a batch of soap batter in 2 seconds and you're the only one in the house and you've done this 1,000 times, whatever happens between that moment and the moment that you lose your eyesight, I promise you, you did not think that was going to happen. Now, I'm going to take you through a series of posts by a soap maker in 2020 who posted over in our Facebook group from the moment that she had an accident all the way through her trip to the hospital and her surgeries afterwards. Over here, we have an example of Jessie. Jessie was an experienced soap maker, and she posted fantastic projects in 2020. And in just a few quick seconds, a bowl of lye water solution tipped over while she was getting ready to make her next project, and she reached out to catch the bowl, and the lye water dumped over her hand. Now you can bet this was burning for just a moment, but she went over and washed it in cold water, and she posted this image of the burn just after it had happened. Now it doesn't look so bad, but you sure can bet there's still a sting going on, and even as she's posting this is probably stinging pretty significantly right now. And Jessie was experienced. She'd been making soap for quite some time. She was also experienced enough to know not to ignore it, but instead she went right to the hospital. And boy, it was a good thing too. After an hour, this is what her hand looked like. Now, it's important to know that a chemical burn isn't like a heat transfer burn. A chemical burn's not the same kind of burn that you're going to get if you touch, say, the hot stove and then you go hold some ice or run your hand underwater. Now, during a chemical burn, tiny bits of those molecules are still on your skin, even if you've run your hands under cold water. And your cells are still reacting to those tiny molecules, and those cells are very likely going to be destroyed. Even 1 week later, after immediate medical treatment, the damage is still continuing. And now by this point, that lye has eaten down into her ligaments and her tendons. Jessie had to have surgery to repair this damage. And a month later, you can see what has happened just before her scheduled surgery. In her post on her surgery day, she states, "I had a skin graft and was in a splint for 1 week while attached to a vacuum machine 24/7 that suctioned a medical sponge to my wounds." And finally, when the bandages were removed, she posts, "This is now. I'll still need a future surgery or 2 to fix the scars and repair a tendon." So as you can see, a chemical burn is no joke. It's not to be taken lightly, nor is the safety preparation that you need to pay attention to when engaging in your kitchen hobbies. Now, learning how to work with lye and lye water solution, along with the safety first aid to immediately treat a chemical burn, can be found in the Lesson 1 playlist in our soap making course right here on this channel, or you can find a collection of all 12 soap and cosmetic chapters with over 80 lessons and 1,000 recipes over in the members section at cottagediy.com. Either resource that you want to explore will provide you with all the information for free. All of lessons 1 through 3 are free, and that does include everything that you need to know to keep yourself safe while learning how to make soap at home. Of course, upgraded membership is required for more advanced lessons. Now, I hope this video that you saw today keeps us grounded and sober about the realities of preventative safety and that we don't cut corners around our children and our pets. Soap making is a fun hobby and a fantastic way to explore a cottage industry business and create something artistically valuable for others while remembering to practice the utmost safety. Now, you tell me, have you had an experience with a soap making accident? Do you have any safety rituals that you found to help create a safer work environment that you would like to share with us? Leave your comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.